This is Wilma Sorrell. I'm here with Central Kentucky TV. We're at the Nelson County, or Bardstown, Nelson County Relay for Life. I'm here with Lou Smith. And talking with Lou, she's probably one of the oldest booths here, right?
Yeah, I've been here many years. I came in 1997. It started in 95. And look at Michael talking to you.
Yes.
In 1997, we started, my little neighbor was born with leukemia, so we did a team with her, and then in 98, my son was diagnosed, and he walked, and then in 99, he had passed, so we've done a team every year for him, and keep his memory alive, and I've been on the committee and off and on, and I'm going to be here as long as I'm able to walk.
So I noticed your booth. Every year you have a booth, and the booth, actually, we're going to put Michael's picture back up, because this booth is in his memory every single year. So tell us how each year raising funds would help the survivor rates, and would have helped Michael if he was born now instead of in 1979.
1979 is when he was born. I was backwards on that. I think it's really progressed a lot. I really do. I'm a breast cancer survivor myself also, and then I think they've just come so far with it. I really do. And the gentleman that started Relay himself in 1985, he just passed a couple years ago. He had cancer. He told his grandchildren, he said, I'm not going to see this cure, but he said, I believe you will, my grandchildren. So, you know, I think it's really coming along, and I'm very proud to be part of it. I am. I'm in it with my heart. And we've got my mom's a survivor, and we got people that don't understand why it doesn't stay in Nelson County, but there's no research here. And it's got to go out to help build the Hope Lodge, and it's good. It's good. ACS is really good cause.
Once again, we're talking about the research part of it, and we have a survivor's mom that understands that part about the funds going for research. Some of the funds are used locally to help with transportation costs. Maybe they need help with getting to a physician.
They gave me gas money. They gave me a gas card. I chose to go to Elizabethtown, and I'm surprised because they didn't say stay local, but they helped support me. You just got to reach for it. And well, actually, I didn't ask for it. They
reached out to you.
They sure did.
So a part of some of that is our doctor's office are probably getting better with maybe helping survivors or cancer patients with resources.
Everybody's helping. Like my mom, you know, she had to have a mastectomy, and she just calls them up and they set her up for an appointment. Come on, we'll take care of you, and it's for the wig or the breast, whatever.
So it goes for many different aspects. Maybe a woman loses her hair, and I understand. I would want to have a wig.
Look good, feel better.
Yeah,
Look good, feel better program.
Right.
I think it's the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now explain a little bit about your booth. I know we have a memorial here for Michael.
Well, it kind of got put together quickly. It's a carnival theme, of course, and we chose to do Counting on You for a Cure. So they guess how many's in here, and that's what they win. And it's just a little bit help, to raise a little bit extra money at the tail end of this.
Awesome.
But we give buttons away every year for Michael, and on the banner is a button every year.
So I noticed you have a lot of pictures of Michael on there, different stages of his life.
Yes. Someone's asked me once on the little cowboy picture, he was young, and they said, oh, he died so soon. And I said, no, that was just one of the pictures I want to share. Yeah. And
well, he was a nice-looking young man.
He was a very good man, very good young man.
And I feel like he still, even though he passed away of cancer, he still has a purpose here, and that's to keep you all moving on to finding a cure.
Yes, sure is. He had a plan for every tomorrow, a plan for every tomorrow. And I've got a plan for every tomorrow, and it's to help fight this and find a cure.
Well, Lou, you are such an inspiration to everyone. And if you want information about next year's relay, look in the paper, look at Channel 6. Try to find out when they will start having the meetings. I know they welcome new groups.
Oh, yes, they need support in here. We're kind of low on our committee and different positions. Like I said, I'm no longer on the committee, but one day I might go back. I'm really involved with the grandchildren now. My mother, I'm helping a lot with her. So
sometimes you just need a break.
Yes, yeah. But I always swore I'd never say that word because cancer don't take a break.
No, cancer
does not take a break. Mm-mm.
Well, I know that over the course of however many years you've been doing this, over 20, I know that means a lot to the entire committee, Relay Life Committee, and it really tells a story about how Relay has progressed. Over the last 20-some years that you've been involved, how has it grown?
It was up, and then it was down, it was up, and this year it's pulling back up. It looks good today. I'm real proud of it. I was kind of, we made the big move, the big step, and not overnight. And so it's a big change. Now, it's publicity is hard. People don't read the paper. They don't, they just don't take time to settle down and focus. And but I think next year, I think it'll be better. I think it'll be a lot better next year.
I really love this venue out here. I think you've got the road that creates the walking track. I noticed the young men are already starting to put luminaries out.
Yeah, we have a new person that's in charge of luminaries. She said, I don't know what to do. I said, I think it's a great idea. I said, just go ahead and put them all out and you'll be ready for it. And they were bored. They wanted something to do. So I said, and I don't have anything to do with it, the committee. People still ask me questions, and I say, well, just, go
Experience matters, Lou. I noticed some young kids up there. They're riding and putting luminaries out, and so they're making this a really fun event, and it's giving them a focus. And they may not understand the concept of cancer, but at least they're getting the grasp of something by helping with this event.
Oh yeah, and we've got a lot of young people in the community that like to help and volunteer. My granddaughter, she's great with it. She helped clean the highway up and everything to help raise money for this. And my little 8-year-old, she gave me a bucket of money the other day, and said, I want you to take this for your relay.
Yeah.
So,
and there goes the young men up putting out luminaries. They're probably going to get more luminaries.
Yeah.
How many luminaries do you think has been sold up to now?
the last I heard, I was thinking 200 and some, but I know it has to be a lot more because I turned in 100 and some myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I push the luminaries. I really like to push the luminaries. It's such a honor and respect and memory and in support. And I just think it's beautiful when they're
Well, Lou,
lit.
I've got to go buy mine for two people, Bob Robinson and...
That just floored me.
I know,
I love Bob.
I know. I think Bob and his wife Pam they've had a great impact in this community.
They did. I went to the meeting last year to talk to Bob, to thank them for what they've done over the years, and he patted me on the shoulder and he said, "It's little people like Lou that matters."
And the pork producers are here, and I know that has to be in Bob's memory.
Are they here?
I think they're down there.
Really?
They're down there set up.
Great. Well, I'll have to make a trail
We'll have to go down there and buy us a pork chop in Bob's memory.
Yes, we
and
sure
then
will.
my friend Carla, her husband Donald, has lung cancer. Donald Adams.
Yes.
So it's hitting everyone.
It is,
So
it
an event like this is what brings the whole community together for one goal, and that's to get rid of cancer.
There's a young lady at Nelson County was just recently diagnosed. I don't know her. And the little Alexis Hughes at St. Joe's School. My grandchildren, they all know her real well. And
Well, I think they're having a fundraiser next Saturday here at the fairgrounds for that young lady.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
I hadn't heard, yeah.
And she has some type of incurable cancer,
Yeah.
and it's a thyroid cancer. So if you can come to the fairgrounds next week and support her, look in the paper, look at Channel 6, try to find out when that event's going to be and support that young lady. She plans on graduating and going on to college. So she's, like you said, cancer doesn't stop, so why should we?
It does not.
Well, Lou,
Thank you very much for stopping by.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
I was actually sitting there filling out more luminaries.
Well, thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.